Welcome to 90 Day Fiance.
Three-way.
Replay. Pew, 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 pew.
All right, episode 2, testing trust. How's it going?
It's going good. Yeah,
Good.
I think so. Is it going good with you guys? Let's jump right in. Sumit and Jenny.
Okay. My favorites. I love them. although I will say that they strung us along. Or what's the word? Like baited us or something?
With
It
Jenny's
turns out-
reaction.
Yes. And also that Jenny doesn't really have to leave the country. Her visa thing wasn't expired.
Ooh, you think that was a plant? They planted that? Because it looked like a generic email that was sent by a nobody.
That's funny if it was. She just opened up some
And someone was
spam.
fucking with her. Yeah.
Some spam.
That's messed up.
She was
They
about
saw
to get
her.
spammed by another Samit.
No, it's like they saw her on 90 Day Fiance last season. They're like, let me email
Yeah.
Jenny. And that's what that-
It's a clerical error.
So she is able to stay, but she's fed up with this whole Samit thing and having to leave every 6 months. I mean, she's old. Okay. How long is she gonna do this? Travel to Nepal. So they decide to go to a lawyer who I love it when they go to these lawyers or these extra people, because then you could tell they feel like really awkward. And he does like the straight stare at the camera. Like you see him kind of like his eyes. You know, kind of look at the camera, look at Jenny and Samit, and look at the Jenny and Samit, awkward. So he tells them that in order for her to stay in India without getting married, she has to give up her American citizenship. Why would you do such a thing?
Yeah. Girl, no.
Yes. But she straight up turned that down. She's like, oh, hell no. I never give that up. Never, 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 never. Or become a Hare Krishna, which was
No.
hilarious.
the choice is obvious.
Yeah. It sure is. Give up your American citizenship.
This is so funny. And so then we see, like, I guess the next episode is going to become an actual plot. Like they're going to actually
So she's
have
gonna have
her.
to learn how to be a Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Yeah.
I
she has to
can't
act
wait.
like she's into it. She has
Oh
to
my God.
pretend.
If she's gonna dance and stuff, that's gonna be wild.
That is so fun. So have you ever seen any of these, like a Hare Krishna here in the
No,
US?
just
I have.
Bollywood movies.
I have seen them.
Where?
Like in I think down south.
Oh.
Just like one of those popular streets where everybody's out walking around at night. So there was like a group of them, and then they were singing and dancing. There was like there's some Indian ones, but there's a lot of white ones. a lot of Jennies.
There's a lot of Jenny. Yeah.
They joined the movement. But
what
yeah, it's like what's like what you picture. It's like the people, they're like wearing robes and they're chanting and they're playing these instruments, and they're like jumping up and down as they like move forward, like as a crowd in the street. Yeah, and they're like doing their Hare Krishna thing.
So good.
That's hilarious. And so I guess it's a loophole. And basically Jenny's like, so I don't have to do anything. And then they're like, no, you don't really have to do anything. And Jenny's like, well, I find it hard to believe that I don't have to do anything.
I agree. What if they have to be like, yeah, you don't have to recruit anyone, but you probably have to sell your soul to Satan.
Yeah. You have
You
to
know what I
come
mean?
to church every single day
Exactly.
for 8
You're like,
hours. But you don't have to try to recruit anybody. You
No,
know, you
thanks.
just how to devote yourself for all eternity.
Yeah, hard pass.
Yeah. But anyway, I am so entertained by this storyline. At least this is like the funnest storyline for me. Okay.
You think
I'm
that
like,
this is-
I needed this last season,
This is like Rebecca and Ziad, they love love.
Yes. Yeah.
This
Yes.
is our they
this
love
is-
love couple.
Oh, yes. This is the couple that we needed that's funny, that will bring the humor into the season. This is them. It's
How did you like when Samit tried to calm her down?
You know what? I thought he did a pretty good job because he stayed calm. You know, he didn't start screaming and yelling also. He was just like, you know, I need you to calm down. Which of course
Well,
he says the worst thing to say.
but I mean, yeah, I mean, he has no choice. It's his fault essentially. So he has to be calm and be the one to like try to bring her back down from like her rage, her chair throwing rage.
You're not going to marry me. I wish I could do her voice. It's like a Muppet, like a I don't know, old lady Muppet.
Yeah, it's a little bit congested.
If I was Jenny, though, I'd be pissed. I'd be so mad. I'd be really mad at him. They've been dating for 10 years, you guys. 10 years.
I mean, could you imagine someone for 10 years saying, yeah, I'm going to marry you. It's going to be any day now. And then 10 years has gone by and you're like 70 and you're like, wow, I'm going to die tomorrow. And I never got married.
Right. I'm going to die as Jenny, whatever her last name was previous, well, is now.
Jenny, unmarried.
She'll never be Jenny Samit. Poor thing.
Do you think Sumit's ever gonna marry her?
No, I don't
Not
think
this
so.
decade. Probably
too.
in a couple decades.
Sadly,
When
I don't think he
when
will.
When she is 90.
When his parents die.
Oh my gosh, but she's older than his parents.
Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna
So
be...
he'll like visit her grave and be like, Jenny, I'm ready to finally marry you. I'm ready now. That's messed up. She'll be pissed. I'll be turning over in my grave. I'll be like, oh hell no, I'm dead now.
You don't think she'd like run to him with open arms, open skeleton arms?
No, she's gonna be
They're
throwing
like,
chairs,
"Finally."
throwing her coffin at him. All right, so that was them. My favorite.
I'm looking forward to it. That next on for that looks awesome.
Yes, I want to see Jenny dancing.
Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, I'm gonna propose to TLC like a whole Bollywood episode, like where all the couples just sing and dance. That'd be a good one. They haven't done that yet, right?
No, they haven't. That'd be new.
The musical episode.
Yes. And Kenny and Armando will kill it.
Oh yeah, they're number ones. Well, let's jump into our second couple of the week, Steven and Alina. How are you enjoying these two?
Ooh, wow, a lot came out with them.
Oh, let's start off with that walk up for Steven with that church music, guys. That's pretty awesome. Church music, walk up music. And he's telling us that he's getting his last paycheck as a salesperson for a pest control company. And, his boss told him, his boss, Matt, doesn't want him to throw away this awesome job for Alina because apparently he's really good at this job, despite being an ultra pacifist.
Pacifist.
Pacifist. Oh, man. Would you turn down your pest control job for Alina?
Of course. What the hell? Like, out of his junkyard.
To be honest, it looked like Matt wanted a hug. He should have took it.
I agree.
So we're finally introduced to Alina from Novosibirsk, Russia. And she's, we meet her and she's painting flowers on her bare body. And I'm not going to lie, when she started talking, I really was expecting like a Julia or Natalie voice to come out of that mouth. But I was pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Spoke very eloquently. And she's ultra smart. She studies Chinese language and Asian politics. So what's your impression of her?
Yeah, I mean, she seems like she's going places. She don't need to settle down.
I mean, is she going places now that she's going with this dude?
If she's going to Turkey, I guess.
She's taking a break from school for
going
this.
somewhere.
Oh, man.
I like her. I mean, I do feel like she's really young, especially when I saw her with her friends. I was like, oh man, they
look like
young.
children. Yeah, they look like children. I was very nervous for her. So she talks a little bit about how they met. So she recants her initial meeting with Steven. They met through a language learning app, and that her impression was that he was handsome and kind. And, what did you think? Was she wrong? Was she right? Was he handsome and kind?
I have to say that the pictures of him actually didn't look that bad. I was like, oh, the pictures, I could see how she might have thought.
Yeah.
But you know, beauty's
Little...
in the eyes of the beholder. So, you know, but I guess maybe to Alina, he is very, but I would say for her, like in person, the pictures, I don't know, they didn't quite match up, but that's
With
just
what
me.
you're getting now, you mean, and what you had
Yes.
before?
So
I agree.
he catfished her.
Yes.
He reversed catfish.
He did another Rebecca and Zaid.
show her the beautiful pictures, or the pictures when you were beautiful.
Do you guys agree or no?
I think he did look better. I think maybe a lot of it's because of the hair. I feel like he looks better with the short hair.
Yeah, it looks like when he was out on his missions, he was a little bit more Mormon-y. Maybe not so much now. You know how they're, I mean, you've seen the Mormons. They're very well put together.
Right.
So, you know, she's sitting out there with her mom and her grandma, who, by the way, also look super young.
They do.
They're making borscht. Russian meal, I guess.
How traditional.
I know. We first learned about borscht through our Ukrainian ice queen, Natalie. And what did you think of their conversation of like the mistake that she's potentially making?
The mom, she seems very passionate about her not making this trip. She does not seem happy at all. At all. But let's say at all from like my at all couple. Okay. What do you think about what she's actually giving up for Stephen to go to Turkey? You know, she's taken a year off from school. She's basically now essentially celibate because she's saving herself for him. And now she's leaving Mother Russia to go to Turkey with no family and no friends at 20.
Yeah, it's a big risk, especially since like we don't see them all lovey-dovey at all yet. So I don't really know if it's justified. I mean, on the one hand, I think that she's young. If it's a mistake, she can recover, but it might just be a waste of time.
A learned lesson. I think it'll be okay because she is so young.
Well, I mean, I guess we don't really know, or we do know that Mormonism isn't just some dark cultish things that like steal people's organs.
Right.
So her organs,
she's safe in that regard.
Stolen. Exactly. So, you know, she doesn't believe any of that. She just wants to marry him. She says it's her decision to make, and it's one that's going to be amazing, she thinks. So we'll see about that. We move on to our second scene where she's moving on to packing, and her girlfriends come to hang out with her. And we have actually been told now that she's had some issues with Stephen in the past, and that he wants to date other people.
Dun, dun, dun.
So now, you know, I was like a very big fan of Stephen, and this kind of just soured me from him.
That was very interesting. I was like, wait, what? What? This Stephen, who looks very subdued, kind of nerdy, just
he's kind of a skank.
There. He is. He's
kind of a skank. Yeah, I'm very disappointed in him.
He wanted to date other girls too.
Yeah. Like now, he wants to date other girls. Like
while they are together. I don't know about now, but while they are together, he did express his desire to hang out with other women and potentially date other women.
And he does hang out with other women, but I guess they agreed that it wasn't going to be a dating thing because she said that he hangs out with a lot of women. So
yeah. So let's talk a little bit about this women issue. So Stephen tells Alina that they have separate living arrangements so that they don't accidentally fall into accidental sexy time. If you know what I'm saying.
They're gonna say they don't accidentally fall into each other.
They don't. He doesn't accidentally fall into any
the P into the V
or gashes
fall accidentally.
or any tacos whatsoever. He doesn't want to have that accidental thing, so they're going to have a separate living arrangement. But I don't know why I'm getting such like creepy vibes from Stephen.
What do you mean?
He just seems so hungry for it. You know what I mean? He's like hungry like the wolf.
He's being honest, you know. He's like, it's true. If they're together, he's not going to be able to resist. And I think that, like in a religious setting, they talk about these things like sort of outwardly, they verbalize, you can't have sex. So they talk about it. So that's probably why he's able to speak on it in that way. You know what I mean?
I guess this is where the hypocrisy comes in, because now he's saying, Mormonism is very important to me, but I am not the standard bearer for Mormonism. But you should follow what the Mormonism is, what it is, and what they do, and everything about it.
Because I am not, drop the bomb.
Exactly. So he has said that he has basically not kept up with the traditions of being Mormon.
He's had sex. Just say it. What are you going around for?
He's had sexual relations with other women.
You need a lesson in his Mormon.
I'm trying to
Will
PR. I'm trying to PR for the Mormons. I don't want us to get sued.
He's not a chaste virgin.
He's not a virgin. He took off that purity ring real quick.
Wow.
He got some of that Russian booty.
Were you guys shocked to hear this?
No, I mean, come on. No. What else would happen? Oh my God.
True.
I had a coffee yesterday.
Well, I mean, I was shocked. No, I'm not going to lie. I was shocked.
He just looks super pervy to me. And I was just like,
he does now. You're right. Before he had like the, geeky kind of sweet guy look. And now he just looks like sex fanatic.
It was one time. It was a slip up.
He didn't even say it was one time.
That's true. It could have been like 100 times. It's true.
And he's like, I just keep messing up. I don't know. Accidentally.
Keeps putting P into V.
Yeah. It
on
just
accident.
fell.
On accident.
Oh my gosh. What happened? Well, I am shocked with this news. How do you think she's going to take it?
Not well.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she's going to want it now. She's going to want it.
And I'm super shocked that she's a virgin. Because she's 20, right? Is that what you said?
She said not by choice. It just kind of never happened.
Wait, so when did she meet Stephen?
When, I think.
How old was she?
18, 19 or something like that.
18, 19. Yeah.
Yeah, they've met like once.
Okay. Wow. What if like in the next few episodes, she's like, well, actually, I have a secret. Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
My name is actually Vladimir.
That'll be a good one.
Oh, that would be so good if that was the twist.
So are you excited about this couple? What do you feel about them?
No, not anymore. I kind of don't like them. I like Alina. I would watch her. She's very, I don't know. There's something about her that's alluring.
What about you, Will?
Yeah, I'm still interested because I want to see how Alina reacts to Stephen. But I feel like they're not going to get along and they're going to fight. Then I want to see what Stephen does.
I really hope they don't get married. I hope she doesn't become a Mormon.
This is interesting. Yes. Alina does seem really smart. She seems like she has a good head on her shoulders. So,
but love makes you do crazy things.
Who said that once?
Wicker Park.
No, but wasn't that oh no, Ellie.
Victor and Ellie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right, that's them, right?
Okay, well, speaking of Victor and Ellie, let's move on to this mess. All right, so we see Ellie, and she's getting ready for her Friendsgiving that her friends are throwing for her before she leaves for Providencia. And it's really nice for them to be able to like throw this for her. It shows that she has like some really close relationships there in Seattle. So basically, the big secret there is that she hasn't told them that she's moving there permanently. The only one who knows that she's moving there permanently is Harami, right? So she goes and she tells her, basically she just comes out with it while they're eating dinner. And of course, what happens is what we expect to happen is that they all kind of get on her. They ask her some really good questions and she starts to cry. And she doesn't really know how to answer. And she just makes some these like really sort of bad excuses. So one of her friends is like, what would you do if he found out it was actually with another woman that he cheated on you with, like more than one? And then she's like, well, I would walk away. But then they're like, well, you would walk away to nothing because you're selling everything. And she's just like, well, he just sounds trustworthy, which is so dumb. Just because he sounds trustworthy. Like, she doesn't really have any good reasons for moving there. It's just like based on, but I love him. Or just like, he sounds trustworthy. He seems sorry. It's just so like, it's not.
Love is the reason.
It's just not good. And so like all her friends make some good points, but like ultimately they just end up like sort of supporting her, which, like, what do you guys think about that? Is that the right move?
They support her because she starts crying about how lonely she is and how she wants somebody. And it's like, how could you not just throw your hands up in the air and be like, okay,
Well, given also that her late husband died.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You find it impossible that she can't find someone here in Seattle?
I don't know why she can't.
I agree. Match.com don't work.
That is the weird thing. Like it seems like she would be able to find somebody there, but I don't know. But I mean, in the next scene, she we find out also that she's been helping him with the house, and she just has a whole bunch of other excuses of why she needs to do that. And her friends also just, they're not happy about it, but ultimately they support her because, I guess they can't do anything about it. She's gonna do whatever anyway, so they might as well just say, well, if and when you come back, we'll be here for you. But in the next scene, we see Victor, and we see this. We have like a real like good look at him, and I must say he's good looking.
I totally agree.
Right?
I totally agree.
And he has that like super slick look too. Like this guy's like Slick Rick. You know what I mean? He looks like just like super suave. So makes me understand. Yeah. And then you see Ellie. She kind of looks she looks homely, but it looks like it looks like the perfect, like, if you watch a documentary like after the fact of like a guy who cons a lady, you could totally see how and why based on just how they look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like a desperate lady, desperate for love.
It's a perfect setup, right? Like she lost her husband, and this guy is like telling her everything that she wants to hear. But anyway, like she tells him that she has a dream about him, about like she's still mad.
Oh my god,
the stuff that he did, and he just he just tells her what he wants to hear. I'm sorry. People make mistakes. I realize what I did, and it's. I'm sorry. I'm preparing for you. I'm preparing for you to come here. And she's just like, I think that Victor is my soulmate, and that we're meant to be together, right?
Can you have more than one soulmate?
I believe so. I don't know if Ellie does though.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, unless she thinks like her first husband was her soulmate, and then
this one's her soulmate.
This one's her soulmate too.
The soul transferred to the new body.
To Victor.
Why couldn't she date her business partner?
Maybe he's married or something.
Because he does not look like Victor, okay? Yeah, he did not look like a Victor.
He's there. Available.
All right, she wanted a Victor, and I don't blame her.
She wants that fairy tale.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Even the way he talks, it was very charming. Like I was like, you know what? Yeah, it is okay. It was just a dream. I mean, it did happen in real life, but it was a dream just now.
Okay, we also haven't talked about the domestic abuse.
Okay, yes.
Oh yeah. Domestic abuse, yes. So apparently, one other thing from his past that came up was that he has a domestic abuse charge, and that's why she's afraid to do a full background search on him, because she's afraid of what else she might find out. But basically, she finds out.
What a stupid idiot!
Yeah, he has a domestic abuse charge, but apparently he gives a good excuse. The charge is because he found his ex-girlfriend in bed with somebody else
and beat the shit out of her.
Well, I don't know the details. Maybe both of them, or just him.
I mean,
or,
domestic
I
abuse would mean that it would be someone he lived with.
Yeah.
An assault would be like beating up the guy that she was cheating on him.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So he beat the shit out of her.
Allegedly.
No, it's not.
Well, we don't know what the details of the charge. Basically, it's very suspect.
That is such a huge
That's a
red flag.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's not enough to get you to do a full background investigation, she deserves him.
Well, her excuse is that she talks to the ex and the ex forgave her, but we don't know that Victor might be like,
I would forgive somebody too if they had a weapon against my head.
He might be, holding something on her.
I too might be willing to forgive. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's the case. That's all. I just made all that crap up. Okay.
We have to say allegedly.
Don't sue us.
Don't come for us, Victor. Don't come after us.
Oh my gosh. Could you be in a relationship with somebody if they had a history of a domestic violence or something like that?
I don't know. That'd be a really huge red flag.
Yeah.
What if they were as charming as Victor?
No.
Look at how charming he is. Maybe he gave you one of them smiles.
Well, that's the problem. He's too charming.
That is. Yeah.
So that means he could just keep beating you up. And then you're like, but he's so charming.
Oh man. How long have they known each other? I forgot. How long did they say? Like, was it like 6 months? I mean, only time can really tell. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But that's like just such a big red flag.
Yeah. But anyway, the next thing that they talk about is, this, of course, TLC is going to blow it up. It's the hurricane. So they talk about how Victor is preparing the house for the hurricane. And that house looks like it cannot survive a hurricane at all.
It looks like it's put together with duct tape.
It is. The house is about to blow down.
Oh, no.
She wasted her $5,000.
What?
Because
it was $5,000?
Yeah, she had $5,000 for that house.
No. That's too much money.
Well, he said he's going to go do the bathroom in the kitchen that's made out of concrete, okay?
Oh, no.
Going to put everything in there and cross his fingers.
Well, they're about to live in there. Everything else about to fly away.
Maybe a basement.
Like,
no, water goes into the basement.
No.
I don't know where you would go.
So yeah, and we see later on, the big cliffhangers. Did Victor survive the hurricane? Which I'm pretty sure he did.
Of course.
Yeah.
What if he's dead though?
No.
But like, imagine what if he was dead?
That would have been interesting.
She's 2 for 2 on dead boyfriends.
Oh my god.
that would be the worst. That'd be Ellie.
That's dark.
I'm sorry. I really took it there. I'm sorry. I don't know what.
It's TSC's fault because they baited us. So we don't know. It's a possibility. Ellie could be 2 for 2.
But I hope he's not. But I'm just saying, what if he was?
Would you then date somebody who you knew was 2 for 2?
She becomes a red flag.
Would you then listen, my past 2 relationships, they both died.
In their sleep.
Would you be open to that relationship?
No, I'm not trying to be number 3.
I didn't kill them. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, they died with whatever the explanation was. They died under mysterious circumstances.
That would be so sad.
Yeah.
But
all right, that's so funny.
No, I wanted to say that. Do you think Ellie talks so monotone? Like, is she on some, I don't know, some mood regulator?
No,
I don't know.
Don't say it.
Maybe.
It sounds very
like her Xanax. She on Xanax.
She on Xanax.
No, I feel like it's because of her upbringing. Wasn't she had like a sister wife kind of upbringing.
Did she? I know that she lived in like she was from like a really small town, but I don't know if
Like
it was
it's
like
very
Was she out of an episode of Sister Wives?
no, but I mean like it's just very pastoral kind of setting. Not sister wives exactly, but you know what I mean. That kind of, you know, everybody probably talks like that.
oh, come on. I don't know. Nobody has life in them. Everybody's just like this, very monotone.
Or maybe, yeah, maybe she's on the meds because of her problemos, you know?
From all the deaths in her life. I got it.
Rest in peace, Victor.
Is he dead?
I don't know. That's what they made it seem like.
Well, the TLC, blame TLC because they missed what they made it seem like.
All right.
Oh man. Okay, let me not bring that up anymore.
All right. That's it for them.
Okay, so let's do Benny and Ari. Oh man, this couple. I don't know. I like them and actually I still like them. So we see Ari getting all dolled up for her ex. She's super excited. She's wearing clothes that she normally doesn't. She's going to get her nails done. And then Biniyam, baby, whatever the many nicknames he has, sees that she's not wearing her wedding ring. She forgot, quote unquote. But anyway, he runs back and gets it for her. They pick up the ex. And what do you guys think of him?
He's very handsome.
What?
Yeah.
You think? Okay, sorry. Will?
I don't think he's very handsome.
I think so.
No,
he's okay.
no.
But they we
have opposing
weird
types
dynamic.
Here.
Yeah.
You guys like Victor. I'm like, ew, gross.
Really? Oh my gosh. I just thought that he looked much better in his photos also.
Ew, I thought he did look good in photos.
The ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, beauty really is in the eye of the beholder.
I guess so, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought he looked way better in the photos. And when I saw him in person, I was like, man, he seems really dorky.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's my type. I like them dorks. You know, I love Steven.
Like, yeah. I guess so. It's your type, the dorky ones.
I love the dorks. Ew, muscular guys. Yuck.
Yeah. I mean, but it wasn't even necessarily like just the body. It's just like his face. I don't know. Something about him. I just thought he looked better through the
those
the
are my people. The dorks and the geeks. You gotta be one with them.
All right. So Ari throws her best friend word all over the place. I don't know. Everybody's like her best friend. She's like, Mimi, you're my best friend. Ex-boyfriend, you're my best friend. Everybody's my best friend. So they hug, they reunite, and she can tell that Biniyam is not happy, but whatever. And I don't know. I thought Biniyam was a good sport until he brings out the gifts and he pulls out the bra.
Okay, she asked for those.
Yeah. And he said it himself that she asked, like things that she ordered.
Yeah. What the fuck? Come on.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's weird? Like their dynamic?
Is their dynamic weird? It's weird that they're ex-husband and wife that are best friends, but I don't think that it's weird to have a guy best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree for the most part, but I feel like the things that they were saying was like made it weird. It's like inherently the relationship, they're close, that's fine. But they were saying like weird things like that would, of course, like make Biniyam jealous, like weird things. Like when
the history.
Yeah, but then I mean, when he was like holding the baby and she was like, that could have been you.
Oh, that was weird. Yeah.
It's like
when she was like, you could have had this. I'm like, why would you say, are you stupid? Your husband's right there.
Like that was dumb.
Yeah,
you shouldn't have said that.
Or how she said that she always thought that she would come back to him, right? Like she's like, oh, the way we broke up, I still need to find myself. I still wanted to travel, whatever. I left. I never like really broke up with him because I always thought that we would find each other again. But then I met Biniyam and accidentally got pregnant. And here I am.
Oh yeah. It's like they had a heart to heart with Biniyam just sitting there.
That's what I was gonna
Oh.
say.
Well, I was
Isn't
like,
that so
wow.
weird?
Yeah, I'm like, you're saying this with your husband there. That you thought if it wasn't for this guy, we would probably end up together again.
Do you guys never had this discussion before? Like all those times you were talking on the phone and whatnot? Like now is the time you want to get into why? I mean, I was really curious though too, because like when Ari goes over it, she kind of just glosses over, oh, and I wanted to travel and we got a divorce. But now we find out that that is kind of actually what happened, right? Like he moved somewhere to Indiana and she said she was going to come, but then she decided not to, that she was going to go travel, and she left and never came back, basically. And then she started crying about how she feels like a shitty person. And he's like, I don't hold grudges, you know.
I think she was looking for like just to get rid of some sorry, excuse me. I think she was just looking for something to do, I guess. You know what I mean? Like they got married so young and she didn't get all of the things that she wanted to get out of her system. And so she took that opportunity that he was going to go move far away. She's going to take that chance, do what she wanted, and then eventually come back. It's like the plot to Forrest Gump.
Jenny.
Yeah, Forrest Gump kept taking back Jenny.
Yeah.
It's like she wanted a break to do what she wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's like it's such a huge decision. Can you imagine being with someone for 10 years or whatever, 6 years, 8 years, and she decides like, you know what, I'm just going to up and leave and just not come back for a long time. You know, and like that life we were going to build and everything for 6 years. I'm just going to walk away and just not come back. Do you think that's like a big, huge decision?
Yeah, that's why he said he was mad.
And she said that she was scared when she did it.
But like from last season, we see how like she's very impulsive. She just does things at random. Like she went to, I forgot where she went, but she went to some place and she stayed there for 2 years just on a whim. She made Biniyam on a whim. Point.
Yes, you're right. That's so crazy of her. What is that?
She's a free spirit.
It's so interesting too, because she also talks really monotone.
I don't like the way she talks. I find it annoying.
Why? Because it sounds...
Not that it's monotone, but it's the way the tone is like just comes across as like, I don't know, something annoying about it. Like snobby or something.
I like her.
But she's not trying to be snobby, just the way she sounds.
You just don't like her.
Yeah. Well, she's okay.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, I don't mind her either. I do find a lot of like certain things weird though, like how they're discussing all of that in front of Biniyam. It's like, okay. And you know what? Props to Biniyam for being like, you know, you guys have such a great relationship. Like, what happened? Ask.
And he's like, you happened.
Right? Basically. You impregnated her, and that's about it. That ended our story. That's that for them. I like it. I love seeing Ethiopia too. So I like seeing them. I like when they come on the screen.
Yeah. I prefer the other way episodes to the America episodes.
Me too.
Well, let's jump into your favorite couple, Corey and Evelyn from Ecuador. So, I mean, good for you. This is a pretty short storyline, but we're following up on news from last week where Evelyn told her family that she and Corey are officially tying the knot and they're planning to get hitched in about 5 months' time. So they're planning a wedding that hopefully Evelyn wants for all of her friends to be jealous at all. I already don't like her.
Oh, and me either.
Corey's paying for all of it, obs, you know, so she's expecting to because it's customary in Ecuador for the dude to pay. So how much do you hate her?
A lot.
At all.
A lot. Why is she so unlikable?
I don't know. It's just, I think she's just got an aura of entitlement about her.
Good word.
Well, we meet the wedding planner that they basically now consulted with. and she's come to see the beachfront property that they want to have their wedding in. So Carolina, the wedding planner, says you cannot have it here. It is too complicated to do everything because you're going to have to bring an entire wedding into infrastructure that doesn't exist, and there's nowhere to poop. So she has to send them to other locations to do it. And Corey sees some of the options and gets sticker shock. Doesn't want to pay that much, because why would you want to pay $26,000 to $60,000 for a wedding in Ecuador? Is that true? Do you think that? What do you think $60,000 would get you in Ecuador?
Probably a lot.
Yeah,
a lot in America.
I would probably have a dude like wiping my ass when I went to the bathroom for $56,000, $60,000. So I feel like he's right. I'm like, why is it so much? Yeah, I expect a castle built for 60 grand.
I agree. That's a lot of money. But was it last season? You guys didn't watch it, where they went to buy like a used car, and it was actually really expensive also. I don't know if it I'm not sure why.
Does it
kind
cost
of
like
economic
American
thing
money?
going on over there.
Does it cost like American money?
Yeah. I don't know. It was like a really crappy, like beat up car for like $10,000. I don't remember, but I was like, wait, what? And I'm not sure if it cost them a lot, like if used cars are scarce or what. But I don't know. Things seem to be expensive there after I saw that.
He could afford it, I'm sure, like with his OnlyFans money.
That's why he has to do OnlyFans, to pay for this.
Yeah. You know what's super annoying about it is that Evelyn doesn't even want to get married, but if she's going to get married, she wants it to be super expensive. It's just so dumb.
You think she's doing it to be
Right.
spiteful?
Maybe. She seems like a spiteful person.
Oh,
She
yeah.
sure does.
Definitely.
And then she will make him spend all this money and not show up to the wedding. That's my prediction.
Oh my gosh, I could totally see that happening.
She'd be like, I don't want to marry you at all.
Well, I wonder why. Her parents seem really nice.
You don't
But
know
her
why
sister
what?
also
She's
seems
crazy.
mean.
Most of them, yeah, they do.
The end.
That's how much we. That's how much we hate them.
Like, yeah, well, this discussion's over. Moving on.
I have nothing else to say about it.
They suck.
That's it. Next.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna move on to our faves, from our hated couple to our most loved, Kenny and Armando. So this is the first time we actually really meet them, right? For the season, that is.
Yes.
So basically, Kenny comes on, he introduces himself, and we see that he is 58, and he looks really good for 58, I have to say.
What would you think his age was if you saw him and you didn't know he was 58?
I would say at least probably like late 40s, maybe mid 40s.
I agree. Mid 40. It'd be like 45, dude.
Really? Mid 40s?
Yeah. He looks really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say younger. I would be like late.
No.
Early. Okay, early 40s. Early.
Okay, what's
40s,
really the
late 30s?
No.
Late 30s.
Like at a glance, maybe I could see that, but if you continue to look at him,
Yeah,
you would
his
eventually
skin is
see
like
the
there's no
age.
wrinkles on
Okay.
his skin. His hair is very put together. He's
Yeah.
pretty fit for like a 60-year-old man.
He has a lot of energy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
More
raising
energy than me.
basically like a preteen at this point.
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
mean, where do you? I hope to be that spry when I'm that old.
You're not even that
Well.
spry now.
I know.
Okay?
Well, here's the thing: if
It's
you had a
true.
little meal ticket like Armando, it might make you more spry.
What do you mean meal ticket?
Not a meal ticket, but little
Like a little snack?
a little snack on the side.
Oh, that's what you meant. I think Kenny is Armando's meal
Yeah.
ticket.
If you had a little, had a pool boy right there to
little
look at
boy.
every day,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
It'll make you
okay.
want to try. Yeah, it'll make you want to
Okay,
try.
you got that motivation. I
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
I
Like, you want to look hot for him.
see. Okay, and then basically we just get the recap of like what went down last season. We see that Kenny says goodbye to his family, and it's super sad. He raised these three triplets on his own, and he had to leave them for love, to live in Mexico, for Armando, his snack, you know. And then we see Armando's backstory. Basically, he tries to come out. It doesn't really work. His family kind of ignores it or pretends it didn't happen. And then his wife suddenly passes away, unfortunately, and he's left as a single father. And then he goes on these gay dad forums and that's where he meets Kenny. And they fall in love. And then Armando comes out to his family for a second time, and he's like, this time is for real, for real. Like, I mean business. We're about to get married. And his family's like, they take it in a not the best way. So next thing we see the proposal, and it's super sweet. Kenny gets down on one knee, like in the ocean, and it's beautiful. And then we see that we see them tell Armando's family about it, and they kind of just like, or what? What did you say?
Pretend you didn't say it.
Yeah, and then it's just kind of awkward. And then, we see the struggle from there. They try to get a marriage license, but it was denied in order to save the human race.
Guys, protect the human race. What we have to protect the human race.
How did they fight this? How did they fight that denial? They're like, wait, look, he has a daughter. Look,
yeah, that's probably why.
Still are like, continuing the human race.
The daughter needs a daddy. It needs a dad and a daddy.
Yeah. So I mean, we see that, which that sucks, but that's so insulting. Cannot imagine.
You got to save the human race. I don't know what to tell you guys.
It's so ridiculous. But anyway, they power through. They power through it all, and like they end up getting their license, and they're prepping for the wedding. So we see them sort of like up to date, and they're in the car. They're getting ready. Armando's talking about how much he wants it. He wants it big. He likes it big.
Oh yeah.
And
the wedding.
The
wedding. The wedding. Mine out of the gutters, hose.
And then Kenny's like, I don't know. I'm paying, so I don't know about that. But anyway, they meet the gay wedding planner and his gay assistant.
Everybody gay.
Everybody's gay up in this.
Wait. I'm confused. Why does Kenny have to pay? Because he's the groom.
He's the top.
He's the American.
Armando is also the groom.
He's the American.
That's true. They don't give any justification, but I guess I mean, in his older age, he has like a nest egg for himself. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So it's assumed that he's going to pay. And then basically they meet the wedding planners, and they talk about how Armando wants, flowers. He wants everything, all the trimmings. And Kenny's like, let's try to hold back a little bit. Let's try to have, maybe like 50. And then the assistant's like, 50, that's like a barbecue over here. 50 ain't nothing. We need to do 200 people at least.
Jesus.
So I don't know. We'll see like if it's Ecuador prices. I don't know. Maybe it won't be as expensive. We'll see. But basically, that's kind of where they leave it. They're kind of arguing back and forth about how big the wedding is. Like, I feel like it's probably, no matter what, it's going to be big. You know what I mean?
In Mexico? Mexican family?
Yeah, I mean, Kenny doesn't have an OnlyFans account, so I hope it's not that expensive.
Yeah. But we don't know what does he do for his job?
Kenny?
Who Kenny?
Yeah.
He's retired.
Yeah.
What was it before?
Being hot. That's his job.
Oh.
I love Kenny's voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got the San Francisco accent.
Yeah, something. I don't know, but it's nice.
You guys know what the San Francisco accent is?
No, what is it?
What is it?
Gay.
That's funny.
You've never heard that joke? Oh,
no.
come on now.
What's their age gap? Like 20, 25 years?
Something like that. Yeah.
Probably 70.
I think they're such a cute couple. Did you see them? Like even Armando with his daughter when they're like looking at, photos he was trying to get inspiration. He was making inspiration wall or what do they call it?
Vision board.
Vision board. It's just so cute. And they're just they make me believe in love and romance.
You don't believe in love? The one person who's
romance.
married.
I know. I mean, we've been married for a while now, so I'm like, I don't know. They seem like such a fun, loving, sweet couple.
I thought it was cute when the daughter was teaching him Spanish.
Yeah. And Armando's like, okay, I have my cards here. And he's like teaching Kenny Spanish and teaching his daughter English at the same time. They're just so put together. I'm like, I don't even know many straight couples who are as put together as this couple is.
I guess you got to be gay.
Well, I mean, Kenny got it together. He raised those 3 kids by himself. Oh God,
you're right.
He knows how to keep it together, and he's in good shape, right? How did you do this?
How do you, Kenny? What is the secret?
He looks good. His beard is just like perfectly groomed and all of that. How do you look at me? I have 2 young daughters, and I look like a disaster. I do not look like Kenny. Not at all. At all.
At all.
I wish I did.
All right. That's pretty much it for them. And then we can do a little bit of the next one. I remember some of it. Binny wrestles with Leo. And you see Leo trying to tap out, but Biniyam does not let go.
He's gonna kill him. Oh man, that's another casualty in the 90-Day Fiance universe.
We see Evelyn trying on dresses, and then her sisters are there with her. And then she's about to admit to her sisters that Corey had
sexy
time with Jenny in Peru. And they're not happy about it. And then we see Ellie and Victor. Victor might be gone. He might be dead. According to TLC.
But Ellie's gonna go see. She's gonna see for herself this dead corpse. She's gonna positively ID a dead corpse.
I mean, yeah, we don't know. It's a cliffhanger.
We'll be pleasantly surprised if he's alive.
Don't be mad at us. Be mad at TLC.
Yeah, they said he was dead. What did you want me to think? That was how they were introduced. Was like, this guy's about to die in a Category 5 hurricane.
That's true.
Right. Did you see that house? Cardboard.
It was cardboard
house.
They lived in a shack. It was $5,000.
Okay, well, with that, just want to say thank you to everyone who gave us a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. If you haven't left a review, please do so on whatever podcast app you use. It really helps us keep creating the podcast. And with that said, thank you, Dylan. Thank you, B. Anything else?
I hope you're not dead, Victor. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Oh,
and I'll leave a description or a link to the Patreon in the description. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.